Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope your day's been treating you well. My name's Andrew Spirit, and I'm a psychic medium and spiritual development teacher. And although I'm pretty active on Facebook, I've decided to just get more into YouTube as well. And I'd like to just go live, maybe say once a week. I'm thinking Sundays so far seem to be the best, just to get an idea of some of the things that you need help with, specific topics, questions you may have about spirit and energy and guides. And the reason for that is I love to teach and mentor with spiritual development just as much as I do giving private readings and energy healing. So this is a chance for anyone who is looking for some direction or just some extra information on anything spiritual, energy, spirit guides, angels, etc. And also, if you'd like to have a bit of a thought exchange, you're welcome to that as well. So similar to my lives on Facebook on Thursday evenings, I welcome your comments and questions about spiritualism, mediumship, energy work, energy healing, channeling and working with energy, and getting to know your own intuitive side more. And hopefully this will help a lot of you answer some questions, get a little bit more unstuck and move forward a little smoother, a little easier. So feel free to send me your questions, post your comments, your questions on here, and I will do my best to answer as many as I can. There are a couple of things, and maybe one or two areas where I can't be of much help. For example, I don't do tarot or work much with crystals or tools of divination. I work directly with energy. So aside from the odd exception, I should be able to give you at least some insights, feedback, information on certain spiritual matters. So please send me anything you may be stuck with, questions. I love to teach and mentor. If you'd like to read up more about me and what I do, please visit my website, which is mediumblessings.weebly.com. And you can get a better idea of how I work with spirit, how my abilities developed, more about my offerings, my intuitive Reiki, my private readings, and also my mentoring. So take a look at my website or visit me on Facebook every Thursday live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able to tune in and watch how I work and give messages, channel short messages to those who I'm guided to. So I'll just stay online for a little while and see if anyone does have anything they'd like to inquire about. And like I mentioned, I would like to do this every week on YouTube. So far, I'm looking at doing it on Sundays. I don't have a designated time yet. So although I'm going to make an effort every single Sunday, I plan to jump on live and just see where this goes and be as helpful as I can. So please share, spread the word. I'd appreciate it if you could just share this on your social media platforms. Let people know if they're looking for a bit of spiritual direction or just want to share some insights, have an information exchange, or just need a little bit of guidance. Please send them my way, put them in touch, and we'll connect. I love connecting with people from all over the world. So I thoroughly enjoy tapping into people's energies and getting to know their energies. So please share. And like I said, I'll be online for a little bit and just see who shows up tonight. And I'll continue to do so every Sunday. So I welcome anything you may have to share or ask about. And I'm just going to post a link on the comments to my site to make it easier so that you can just pop on and have a read up about me. And also want to mention I've also got a book that I self-published a couple of years ago called Simply Spirit. The link to that is also available on my website. It's available on Amazon as well, and a few other sites. And I also keep copies with me in my home city of Brockville, Eastern Ontario. So if that's something that interests you, take a look at the reviews. And I've just posted the link to my website. So take a look at that. And while I'm at it, I may as well just include my Facebook page as well. Okay. Links are posted in the comments to my website and Facebook. So, like I said, please share with whoever you think may be interested. And hopefully we'll get this grown to a nice little group similar to my Facebook Lives. Okay. Okay, so we've had one or two people jump on and off, and as I mentioned a little earlier, in the comments, I've got some links to my Facebook pages and my website. If you have any questions, spiritual topics, I'll do my best to answer them. I love thought exchanges and mentoring, so I'm planning to do this every Sunday as well, do a live and just share some information. I love to mentor and teach besides giving energy healings and private readings, so please share with like minds, share my Facebook and my YouTube pages, and let's help me connect to a lot more people. Feel free to post comments or questions, and I'll do my best to share whatever I can with you. So we're having the odd couple of people jump on and off tonight, so I'll stick around for a little while longer, and just to get an idea of what the interest is. And like I said, I'll be doing this every Sunday as well. If you haven't already, check out my Thursday night lives on Facebook, live messages. Eventually, I may include a few messages here and there on my YouTube lives as well. But I'd just like to get a chat group going with some topics and some education and just sharing information, especially for those who need some spiritual direction or are experiencing certain extrasensory gifts developing and they're not sure what to do with them or how to manage them. Hi, Aneth and Izzy. Thanks for joining me. So if you haven't already listened or heard from the earlier on in the live, I'm going to go live every Sunday on YouTube and see what I can share with those looking for some more spiritual information and topics, questions, topics of interest. So please share with your like-minded friends, send them my way, and we will see what we can do to help them out. I've also posted the links to my website and my Facebook page in the comments. So just spread the word. I'd like to develop more of a Q&A / thought exchange session going on Sundays. Eventually, if the group gets big enough, I'll also throw in a few live messages as well, like I do on Thursdays. But just for now, to get it going, I'd like to just share and teach some information for those that need some direction and guidance. So this is just the start. I think this is the first actual live. I went on live last week for a few minutes just to announce what my intention was. So that's the plan. I don't have a set time on Sundays yet. It'll probably be, it won't be early morning, afternoon, or maybe early evening. I'm not sure, but yeah, so far that's where I'm at for YouTube, and I do want to get more active on YouTube and get some more content on that as well. So if you have any general questions about guides, energy, angels, spirits, mediumship, even energy healing, just post them in the comments. I'll share whatever I can or whatever I do know about it. Okay, and I'm just going to be online until well, as long as I need to, I guess. If there's no questions or interest this evening, I'll keep doing it until we get a few more people that are joining online and that are aware of it. I know it's short notice, but it'll pick up. It'll pick up. This is just the beginning. Okay, Aneth, when you say you're not sure how to use your gifts, could you share a little bit more detail about what gifts you have or how they work, or how you, I should say, how you experience or see spirit, just to give me an idea, and then I'll be able to pick up more from that. Izzy, that's a good question with regard to dreams. I know we all, supposedly we all dream, but usually I don't remember my dreams. I wake up as if I either haven't had any, or I tend to more daydream when I'm awake. So I'm not very experienced on dream interpretation, but I may be able to help here and there because I am aware of certain things that are symbolic and their meanings. So sometimes I can be of help. So if you have a specific question on dreams or something, take a shot and ask anyway. If I don't know, I'll let you know, but I may be able to help a little bit. And also, I guess what I can share is when you are getting dreams, if you would like to work more at interpreting them, what you can do is when you wake up, immediately write down as much as you remember of the dream. And the following few evenings, when you go to bed, you can actually set the intention to have the same dream again. It takes a bit of practice, because I haven't done it a lot, but this is what I was trained and taught on how to work with dreams. If you're interested, write as much as you can while the memory is fresh in your mind when you wake up. Intend to have the same dream the following night. And each time you have the dream, start questioning all the characters in that dream. If it's just you, then ask yourself questions. A lot of the time, if you're having a dream with you and a few other people, not every single time, but in many instances, all those other people in the dream are actually you as well. So it's basically different. It's basically like you being dissected and appearing in different forms and bodies, but it could mean that all of those characters are you, and you just have to figure out what they're trying to tell you, what you're trying to tell yourself, and the meanings of those messages and appearances. So it's not always about another person or him or her. It's usually about yourself, something you need to be aware of. So question the other characters in your dream, and that'll help you get more answers. I can't tell you how long it'll take. Some are better at it than others. I don't typically have too much patience with remembering dreams. I prefer to do it when I'm awake. So hopefully that helps you a little bit with getting started with interpreting dreams. If you have something more specific, you're welcome to just post the question in the comments. If I can help, I'll let you know right away, but hope that'll help you out just to get a start, Izzy. And thanks for the question. Okay. 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 Kenneth, so when you're feeling things coming into your mind, one of my strengths is claircognizance. Information just happens, it just lands into my mind. Sometimes I'm not sure how it got there, but it's just you just know, but you're not sure how you know. You just know it's there. And figuring out whether it's accurate or not, try and just connect with your guide or your gatekeeper. Ask them to check it out for you. Try and see if you feel the same way each time it's accurate. Try to keep the left brain, the analytical mind, out of it. Don't try to make sense of the information. Just accept it as information that's come in. You don't have to understand it completely. Just let it come in, accept it. Try and get a felt sense. Try and trust your bodily sense. Your body has an intelligence of its own. So go with how you feel, not just how your mind is trying to figure things out. I'll give you an example with me. Sometimes if I'm off or something's a little bit blocked or stuck, or if my energy goes from a high to a low and I'm not sure whether it's mine or if I picked it up from somebody else, I've stopped trying to figure it out. If I can't figure it out within the first minute or so, I just stop, because if I keep pushing and trying, it'll just frustrate me even more. So I accept that I don't necessarily have to know where it came from, but if it's with me, I've got to deal with it. So I just process it as best I can. I get more of a feel for it. I let it feel itself through my energy system, and then let it go when it's meant to go. As for intuition, it's just practice and trying to try and feel it more than try to logically understand it more. Now, it's a little bit basic, general, but hopefully that helps you a little bit with the intuition, Aneth, and it's also just practice. Okay. Okay, Izzy, you write your dreams down, which is great. When you're dreaming of people you don't talk to anymore, it could be either, okay, this could be some of the possibilities. Someone you don't talk to anymore, you dream about them, there could be something that's, you have an attachment to them, or a cord that you haven't cut or severed yet. It could be an issue of a little bit of unforgiveness still lingering around between you and that person, or conflict, anger. So one possibility, there's unfinished business, or you still have an attachment to that person. So you may have to forgive yourself or forgive them for something, or let go of some anger, or you may have to let go of some judgment from them or from you. Or they've moved out of your life and you may still be attached to them and you don't want to let them go necessarily, but you may have to. So that is some of the examples it could be, is you have to either resolve, release, forgive, or you have to detach and let the person go. A third instance I can also think of is if they need something from you. For example, if they need some help from you, you may need to connect with them. They may be either in trouble, stuck, need some direction, and you may be the person that can help them. But there you've got to tap in more and kind of feel it out and ask your guides, if that's the case, whether it's appropriate that you reach out to them or not. So there's at least 3 possibilities, and there are more. But just from what I know, that's what I can share with you, Izzy. Especially when it hits you out of the blue. Someone just pops into your mind and you never think about them, you don't hang out with them. Trust that thought. Usually when you're caught off guard and it's just so out of the blue, you least expect it, it's usually very, very accurate. Yeah. So usually, especially when you're caught totally off guard and it's such a surprise to you, it's usually very, very accurate. It's before your ego has even had a chance to get in there and analyze and mess up and kind of bring in doubt and tell you it's imaginary, it's not real. So I find the faster it comes, especially when it's a big surprise, it comes so quick and so subtle, that's usually very, very accurate. And validation is always helpful. I don't know if I should say I need validation, but I very, very much appreciate it, because it's nice to have confirmation that I'm still on track and I'm doing my job the right way, and I'm staying out of the way so that Spirit can actually work through me accurately enough for other people to benefit from. So validation is very helpful and good. A shadow journal, from my understanding, and a shadow journal, I think that is to do with journaling and working on things that you are unaware of, that you may perceive as negative, but they aren't necessarily negative. Shadow work just means things you're unaware of that need to be brought into the light. So it's not like they're bad or evil. Shadowing is just those selves or parts of you that you're either unknown or you don't like or appreciate, or that you or someone else may judge. So it could be perceived as negative or a weakness, but it doesn't mean it is. Shadow work is basically uncovering things that you are not conscious of, that are deeply rooted in the subconscious, that need to be brought to light so that you can actually heal, address them, work on them, make some changes, etc. It just means it's usually so deep that it's not in your everyday consciousness, so we're not aware of it. We all have stuff in the subconscious. The subconscious is kind of like a record of every second of your life, during which every sound, sight, vision, feeling, and experience you've ever had is recorded in your subconscious. So it's a massive database. You cannot possibly have access to all of that in your conscious state. So if there's something that's stuck, blocked, or needs healing or attention in your subconscious, you've got to use deeper tools to dig in there and try and find it. It's not easy. It's not something you can just become aware of in your day-to-day consciousness. So it's the deep stuff, and shadow work is always, always, always positive. It's often not comfortable or easy, but when you can get into the deep stuff and heal them, your energy just improves so much more. You heal, you become more whole. It's just super healthy and helpful for you. So like anything that's really worthwhile, it's not easy. It doesn't come handed to you on a platter. It's hard work, but very, very, it's always valuable. You can't lose. All you can do is learn more about yourself. The worst of it is it's uncomfortable, or even more unpleasant than that. But overall, I'd say it's almost necessary. A lot of people are not willing to do it, but it's worth it. It helps you grow and evolve and raises your vibration. So there's no negatives to it, in my opinion. It's just not always enjoyable. Okay. Easy. And I saw someone else earlier. It was Joan. Hi, Joan. Not sure if you're still on, but hi, and thanks for joining. Joan was on for a bit. So yeah, I think as we do more of these through YouTube, same as on Facebook, we'll get more joining in when they can. Sunday is probably an easier day for many people. It's not a weekday, so I'll be on once on Facebook during the week, once on Sundays, and we'll get more people joining in, and we'll make it fun, and we'll share some information, and it's going to be a benefit to everyone. Everybody will have a chance to post questions or concerns, and like I said, it doesn't have to be always about psychically getting a message from spirit. Sometimes we can just share information with daily stuff, things we need to know about spirit or would like to know about or share about. So but once we grow it and we get a lot more people on, I may be guided to throw in a couple of messages here and there like I do on Thursdays. It just won't be focused mainly on messages. I want more of a thought / energy / information exchange, a bit of Q&A, and just get that going. A lot of people don't have access to like-minded spiritual developing people or groups. Some of them are in very remote areas where there's either no group gatherings in person, or they're not in Facebook groups where they can connect and get information from other like minds. So I think this will help a lot of people. And I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure how to share a Facebook Live from the live while it's streaming into Facebook. I'm sure there's a way. I'm not sure. Maybe if you share the actual maybe try copying the link of the live that's streaming right now and post the link in Facebook and maybe a few words with it, sharing what it is. That might work. So failing a direct live right now, try copy and pasting the link in your Facebook group with a few words. That should work. I'm going to try the same after the live's done. Well, I've actually already posted the link in my Facebook. So people that are, if they want to go in and join us now live, if they see the post, they can jump in and join us. Yeah, I think that'll be the easiest so far. If I figure out anything else, I'll do that. But yeah, I'm not the most tech savvy person. My favorite is being live in front of people, but we'll figure it out. And like I said, we'll just copy and paste this link and put it in your Facebook groups. I want to try and get it on Instagram as well. I do have an Instagram account that I go on once in a while. So I have a few little things on Instagram. So you're welcome to check that out. If you need the link or like it, let me know. But I think if you just search Medium Blessings or Medium Blessing the Andrew Spirit, I'm on Instagram. I'm just not very active in it yet. Like I said, I try not to spend too much time online. But thank you for sharing again. And let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Okay. Izzy, at this point, I'm not getting anything coming in from Spirit regards to your guides or tapping into your energy. Not right now anyway, but it'll come another time. I'll probably be able to get that for you. Aneth, I'm not on TikTok. Like I said, I don't even have I'm still streaming off an actual laptop. I've still got to switch over and eventually go into a cell phone because laptop does have some limitations I've figured out, even with my lives. So eventually the plan is to replace the laptop with a newer phone that I can do lives from as well, because everything seems to be on phone apps now. So even with a tablet, I've tried a tablet and that has limitations as well. So I'll get there. I'll get it sorted out. But like I said, in person is my favorite thing, but we got to go online anyway because there's people all over the world. So online seems to be the way to go. So let's see. Does anybody else have any thoughts, topics of interest, questions? I see Joanne's back. Hi, Joanne. If you do have anything, fire away. If not, next Sunday, I hope you join us again, or Thursdays, my Thursday lives. So, yeah, no pressure. Just think about it over the coming week. And we'll continue to do these lives and share what we can. And I think I'm probably going to just stand for one more minute and then we'll call it the evening. So as it picks up, I'm sure we'll have a lot more content and that to share. So Aneth and Izzy and Aneth and Izzy, you kickstarted this live mostly. So thanks for the comments and questions. And we'll get it going just like the Thursday lives. And let's see. Okay, Joanne's got a question here. We've predetermined our lives, but do we have the same with our sleeping dreams? That's a fascinating question. Do we have the same with our sleeping dreams? I want to say my answer, I'm leaning more towards no. Reason being, although we have a predetermined path, we do have some degree of free will as to how soon or how easily we work through our understandings or lessons, if I can call it that. So basically, some things are set in stone. For example, the race you were born into, the color of your eyes, the gender, the body you were born into, the country you were born in, that's pretty much destiny. You can't change that. Free will comes into play where, for example, the foods you choose to eat, whether you grow your hair long or cut it short, the schools or the courses you choose to study, the exercises or activities you choose to do, there you have some free will. So some of it's destiny, some of it's free will. When it comes to dreams, I think depending on the direction you're going in, whether you're learning your lessons or stalling and avoiding or not following through on guidance or your gut feeling, your dreams can be amplified based on how much your guides or spirit needs to push you to get you back on track. So I'm not saying my answer is the ultimate and most correct answer. This is just what I'm feeling off this, is that our dreams are not 100% predetermined. I think it depends on where we're at, how much we are listening or following through on our higher guidance. And me included, I don't always listen to higher guidance. Sometimes if it's too uncomfortable or I'm too headstrong about focusing on what I would like at the personal desire, I can stall myself because I get frustrated or impatient. So sleeping dreams, I think the dreams intensify according to where you're at and how long you're taking to respond or listen to higher guidance, in my opinion. But that's all I can probably, as far as dreams go, that I can share, Joanne. There's obviously much more to it. Yeah, I think dreams are fluid. Sometimes we're given dreams and or information so that we can either make slight deviations to our path, little changes in order to soften the blow of something or learn something a little bit sooner, a little bit easier. So I do think there's some flexibility. My personal opinion is some people have more free will than others based on the life path you've chosen, the opportunities that are handed to you, some of the destiny that your soul just chose for you. So excellent question, Joanne. Thanks for that. That was that really got me interested. Welcome, Emily. I was just saying earlier, we're going to do this on Sundays, get a Q&A, thought exchange, information exchange going. So you're welcome to ask questions, post comments about spirit in general. I'll do my best to share and answer wherever I can. With a few exceptions like tarot and working with crystals, I don't do that, so I won't be able to help you much with those. But wherever I can, I will share with you what I'm aware of, what I know. And eventually, if the group gets big enough, I may be guided to throw in a couple of messages here and there as well, like I do on Thursdays. But for now, this is going to be information sharing on spirit, energy, Q&A, whatever else you need help with, direction, assistance. So to Emily as well, if you wouldn't mind sharing on some of your social media platforms and inviting some like minds to connect. I'm aiming to do this every Sunday on YouTube as well. And between YouTube and Facebook, we'll reach some more people. And I think I'm going to jump off now. And I'm just going to thank the few of you that did jump online. We had a small handful of people coming on with your questions and your comments. Okay, Emily, I'll just see your question here before I jump off. Emily, if you're interested, the last maybe, I'm going to guess 10-15 minutes, I did share a little bit about dreams. When you dream of past loved ones, generally they're either trying to get a message to you, whether you need, for example, closure, or whether they're just trying to help you move forward, get unstuck. Loved ones usually come to you they can come to you and act as guides. My deceased relatives do that. I have grandparents, uncles that love to pop in and just give me either some direction or some help or some validation. And I think sometimes for me, the reason that I get it from a deceased relative instead of a guide is it tends to get my attention more. So when I get a relative come in, I seem to pay more attention because the guide is like, yeah, I know you. I'm used to the guide, blah, blah. I didn't personally know my guide as a human. But when a deceased relative pops in and connects with me, I tend to pay more attention. Not that I take guides for granted, but it's more personal when a deceased loved one comes in to connect with me. It gets my attention and I'm alert and I'm like listening. So there's a better chance of me hearing the message and paying more attention. So I think loved ones do that if they really need to get through to you, because guides are trying to reach us through our dream state probably every other night. And most of us are not trained to psychically connect. It's not something we were taught in school. We're not used to it. So sometimes a relative will come through. We tend to pay more attention. That's how it is for me anyway. So that's my 2 cents on that, Emily. And also, if you, once they were there and watching over me, okay. Yep. So, yeah, loved ones get your attention, and maybe go back 10, 15 minutes. I was just also talking about when people are trying to interpret dreams, you can practice intending to have the same dream the following night and start questioning or interviewing the other characters in your dream. That can also help you get more insights. And I don't know how much practice that'll take, because I don't do that. Dreams don't really get my attention enough. Spirit reaches me better when I'm in the waking state, but that's just me. So if you have the time, maybe go back, listen to the last 20 minutes, see if that gives you some more insights, Emily. But I'm going to jump off now. So just finally, a quick word again. Thank you to all of you for joining in on the first real group YouTube live here, and looking forward to doing many more. And thank you for sharing. And until next week, enjoy the end of the weekend. And just be well, be warm and all that. And have a good night. See you next time. Thanks, everybody.